Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this monthly, weekly and daily level trends like this. So when we click on monthly, it's showing the monthly level date. If I click on weekly, it will show week level data. And if I click on daily, it will show daily data. Let's start the video. So as you can see on my screen, I have a line chart where I'm showing sales by date. And this date is coming from the date table. So this is a date table which is marked as a date table in Power BI, and this date table is connected to the orders table on orders date. So here my requirement is to create monthly, weekly and daily level trends. So suppose if the date table was not present and it was not marked as date table in Power BI. So in that case, this order date column would automatically create date hierarchy which would contain year, quarter, month and day. So this is the automatic hierarchy that is created. If we had used that column, so we would be able to drill up and drill down from monthly to quarterly to daily, but we cannot drill down to weekly level in that case. And that is the main drawback where this use case will help you. So now you can also say if you want to see the weekly level data, you can create a date hierarchy in the date table like this, and you can add year, quarter, month, week and day so that you can see these weekly level data as well. So I have created using this date hierarchy as well in the page 2. So here I have used year, quarter, month, and if I go one more level down, it will show on daily level. So here there is one drawback. If I want to compare this 2021 data with 2024 at a glance, I will have to note this number and then we can compare by going to the right side. Then we can compare this number, but we cannot directly compare this visual at first glance, like at one glance. If I go to page 1, you can see I can compare any year with any year. I can compare 2021 with 2024, like any data I can compare at one glance. And that is the reason we should always use monthly, weekly and daily level trends like this. Now I'm going to show you how to use this monthly, weekly and daily level trends in the correct way. So to create that, let's go to the date table. So here you can see we have created a lot of columns, month, week, day, weekday, everything. Now I will create two more columns. First will be monthly dates. So monthly dates, I will take the start of month data. So this column will have dates from the first of every month. For that, I will write EO month. I'll give date column. I'll go back -1. So this will give us the last date from the previous month. If I do +1, this will give me start of month of the current month, that is first of the current month. So this will give us monthly dates. Next, I will create weekly dates. And for weekly dates, I'm going to give date. I'm going to subtract this using weekday. Let's pass date. I'm going to start it from Monday and I'm going to do +1. So this will give us weekly dates. So I have got two columns, monthly date, weekly date, and daily date. I'm going to get it from the date column. So if I go to the date table, see, I have created monthly dates, weekly dates, and the daily dates we can get from the date column itself. So after that, let's create a field parameter from the modeling tab. So modeling, new parameter, fields, and here give any name, let's say trend parameter. And from here, from the date table, I can choose monthly dates, weekly dates, and for the daily dates, I can choose this date. And let's remove this. I don't want to add slicer right now. Let's create it. So this trend parameter is created. Let's say this is monthly, this is for weekly name, and this will be daily. Now let's add a button slicer and let's add this field parameter. So this is the trend parameter we have. Let's use this and let's turn off the title. So here, if I choose monthly, it's not changing because we'll have to use this parameter in the x-axis as well. So let's choose from the trend parameter. I'm going to choose this parameter. Now you can see I have this monthly level data. If I click on weekly, it will show me weekly level data. If I click on daily, it will show me daily level data. We can also change this tooltip formatting. So for monthly, it's showing us this kind of date. For that, we can go to the date table and go to the monthly dates. From here, we can change the format. Let's say I'm going to choose this month and year. And for weekly dates, let's choose this date. And for daily date, also we can choose this long date. So we have changed the formatting as well. So if now for monthly, if you'll see, it's showing the month and year, which is the correct way to show. And for weekly, it will show like this 23 to 19 12, and for daily again it will show like this. So this is the correct way to show the monthly, weekly and daily level trends, so that even if I have to build a bigger chart or smaller chart, we don't get a scroll here and we can compare everything at one glance. If you want to go one level up, we can go to monthly level and we can compare like this. And there is one more thing. So this weekly date and monthly date, which I created in the date table, these two dates can also be created in Power Query using start of week and start of month dates. Let me know in the comment if you find this video useful. And if you find this video useful, do not forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching.